Hello there fellas, and so welcome in my next video. This is going to be a very quick review of another motorcycle gadget which I put on my Suzuki RF900, and this is the adjustable Shinobi foot pegs. Right, I bought them from eBay. It cost me 40 quid. Delivery took about 10 days, which is quite good because in the classified ad it said it's going to take about 3 weeks because apparently they come from China. Anyway, so the reason why I bought it is because I suffered from a little bit of hip impingement, and you know, RF900 is a kind of old school sports bike, so you are quite cramped on the bike, and I couldn't stand it when I rode it for more than 60 minutes, so I decided to go for those adjustable foot pegs, hoping they'll give me some relief in my hip pain. And you know what? It actually did the job. It did work. Don't get me wrong, there are some little issues with it, but it actually does the main job. You know, it gives the relief to your hips. So for a comparison, I'll show you my original pegs, which would be going into the hole like that. Okay, so obviously you can see there's rubber on it and they're quite bigger, and obviously they're heavier, like 3 times heavier. But those new ones will be going up to 4 centimeters down, and also the original foot peg stays in the same position and only moves like this, so that's not a lot of movement, whereas the Shinobi ones go up to here, so you can actually move it during the ride, giving your feet a bit of a rest as well. Like, you know, you can change the position of your feet from that to that, which is also quite cool. They're very small, very light, so it's a weight saving thing, so for a sports bike it's great, isn't it? I know it doesn't really matter because it's only an issue of grams, but you know, it's lighter. It is a very good quality product. Finish is great. You can have a choice of colors. I went for black because my bike is black. The mounting, there is an instruction for it, but you don't actually even need it because I've done it like instinctively. I just looked at the parts, you know, joined it all together, and it took me maybe 15 minutes to put on both foot pegs on. You can have those for the passenger as well. I didn't do it because my missus doesn't actually go that often on a bike with me, so no point. But for myself and my comfort, I've done it. And yes, so 15 minutes to put it on. And what's really cool, so obviously you lower the peg for about 4 centimeters as it says, and you've got a choice. You can go for 2.5 centimeters lowering, 4 centimeters lowering, and even 6 centimeters lowering, which wouldn't work for this bike, but for cruisers apparently it does. So I went for even medium, 4 centimeters lower, and it actually, you know, you can feel the difference straight away. It's such a relief, especially on the long journeys. Now this little part here can be obviously rotated. That part as well can be rotated 360 degrees, so you know, if you want to get it a bit towards the front, no problem at all. You simply unscrew that little bolt here and then you can adjust it. Very simple, I would say, even ingenious. It's that great. The only one problem with it is the original foot peg, as you can see, would be ending over here, whereas that one ends slightly further to the outer side of the bike, which means if you got used to the original foot pegs, you will have a bit of a problem with using the foot brake and changing the gears, because it, you know, both pegs are actually slightly towards the sides of the bike, you know, the outer sides of the bike. It was an issue at the beginning for me, but within maybe 2 or 3 days I got used to it again, so now the standard foot pegs I presume would be weird for me. So in general, yes, it's a good product. I would recommend it for your bike. You can use it for 99% of bikes. I found my RF900 over there, and I bet you will find your bike as well. If it's a Japanese bike manufactured between 1992 and 2010, most likely you will find it there. Only 40 quid, 10 days delivery, and it actually does the job. So yes, I recommend it.